All right. All right. Here we go. Um, Thank you, everyone, from for joining from all over the world. Really, we've got an exciting conversation today between two OGs of the crypto space. We have Nicola Julia from Sorare, co-founder and CEO, and we've got Toli, who is co-founder of Solana. So today is going to be about sports and sports on chain. I'm sure you've all seen recently a very exciting announcement that Solana has, Sorare has migrated to the L1 Solana. We will be minting our NFTs on the chain from here on out. So we thought it'd be a great time, especially in the thick of NBA season, to bring this group together and talk about it. So how you guys doing?
Great.
Great.
Yeah, doing
Excellent.
great. Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Nice.
Thank you, Daniel, for having us. Yeah, it's going to be a fun conversation.
Awesome. I wish I could say I'm doing great, but the Bulls have just dropped, I think, four straight after starting off the season hot. So hopefully they'll pick it up. But I'm looking forward to this conversation, getting me excited again. Maybe let's just jump into a little bit of background for all the Solana natives on the stream. Nico, how about you give us a little bit of an intro to yourself and Sorare and what it is, the background and all that.
Yeah, look, I've been in crypto for close to 10 years now, and yeah, I started Sorare 7 years ago. And basically, the vision is quite simple. We want to bring the sports fandom and sport passion on chain, and the way we do that is that we are building a platform where you can trade like the future of sports trading cards. So think about it as sports trading card on steroids. So you have this big pillar where we create the best trading cards, and we do that with I think the biggest portfolio of partners in the world of sports gaming. So you have the NBA, and we're going to talk about basketball today, but we also have a lot of partners in the world of let's call it football because I'm in Europe right now, but soccer for the one who are adopting about this. So the likes of the Premier League, La Liga, Bundesliga, and so on. We also have some of the best athletes in the world who also invested in the company: Kylian Mbappé, Serena Williams, Zinedine Zidane, Lionel Messi, and many more. So we are creating a movement, and so it's when I say trading cards on steroids, it's not just about buying and selling trading cards. It's also playing with them, and so I believe that that's also why our community loves the product. It's not just that you collect and trade as cards. You can play with them in fantasy games. So you have gameplay that is as simple as, okay, you pick Steph Curry and he's doing a good game. You are winning Sol or crypto or cash, but also more advanced gameplay where you can build a full team of players and win, like the best rewards in the world of sports. So you can also win crypto, but you can win signed merchandising. You can win tickets and so on. So yeah, I think sports fans love it. We have millions of them that are like millions of cards that are traded every month, and we are very excited to partner with and be on Solana and benefit for the ecosystem. And so I will happily talk more about why we've made this move.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And it's very exciting to hear. And for everyone, watching the stream, if you have any questions, drop them in the chat, and we'll definitely be answering them, where we can. Maybe with that, Toli, I want to turn it over to you. We've got definitely a lot of Sorare users joining us on YouTube, X, Twitch, who may not be as familiar with your background, your journey in Solana. So would love for you to, give us a little bit of an intro about yourself and what you've been building in the crypto space.
For sure. So I'm an engineer by trade. I spent most of my career working at Qualcomm, like working on high performance systems, optimizations. And 2017, as the legend goes, I had two coffees and a beer that didn't sit well with me. I was up till 4 in the morning, and I had this kind of eureka idea for what later became Solana and kind of the design that we shipped. And the goal was to build a high performance blockchain because I saw it as a brand new platform for developers to write software to build applications that weren't possible before because of this new trustless layer that you can now build with reliability and replication of how these Byzantine fault tolerance systems work, consensus, and kind of what Bitcoin and Ethereum came about. And then the idea of smart contracts where you can put up value at risk and things like that and begin trading and building value around digital assets, like creating assets that are digital but have true value that people really appreciate. Um, and this is all really kind of this joining of two worlds that I've always been a part of. One is just being on the internet, growing up in the 90s. I played Ultima Online. I was like there during the beta tests and stuff like that. And my first experience with like digital value was writing Visual Basic scripts to go mine wood and stuff in Ultima and then selling it for cashier's checks. So I think the internet is this kind of magical property of creating um, these persistent, like when you have persistent state that sticks around day after day between people that share it, whether it's like a bulletin board on a old school channel or within a game like Ultima Online or now on a blockchain, people start building culture around it and create value around that culture and start trading. I think that's a really kind of human experience and very, very, very unique, obviously, to humans, but I think unique to the internet now because now we have 8 billion people that are all culturally interconnected, that all share the same persistent state. And it's pretty exciting to see it kind of grow. And sports is a part of culture. I think everywhere in the world, it's just kind of obvious that I think it would be a very big part of blockchain and internet culture moving forward.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you. I'm a World of Warcraft kid myself.
Nice.
Spent hours and hours at the auction house, just
Yeah.
bartering for resources and whatnot. And I think you hit on something really, really pointed that like you bring online communities together on chain, and I think sports is one of the bedrocks of culture all over the world. So I want to, before diving into like, the Solana, the Sorare, like the partnership and more of that, I want to just kind of get your guys like background on sports. What was that? Like, what does it mean to you? Like, what is sport? Like, why is it important to you? Like, what are some of those like moments in your life that you feel so connected to because of sport?
So
So
yeah, go ahead, Tony.
I grew up in the USSR, so you didn't have a lot of like ways to even have a connection to culture because there was no consumer capitalism. Like everything was very much built by the state, but you did have sports teams. And like while I was there, I was just a huge fan of hockey. Like the Soviet hockey team was just like the best in the world, and the players were great. And like, I landed in Chicago in 1992 as a kid, like sixth grade, coming from a place with like no consumerism to like like the most concentrated biggest capital I think of sports consumerism at that time was Chicago, and Jordan was just won his second championship. It was pretty awesome, and like I fell in love with basketball and the Bulls obviously. And yeah, um, and they haven't had a good run since I left Chicago. Now I'm in SF and kind of got to see Steph Curry kind of dominate and repeat the same process. It's been pretty cool.
Awesome, awesome. Follow the trophies or follow
Yeah,
Tolu.
exactly.
Not
Yeah,
sure which one
yeah,
it
yeah.
is. Nico, what about you?
Yeah, look, for me, very very early on, I started playing football. I was not very good at it, so but I sticked around and watched a lot of football. Like back in the days, I didn't have like most of football in France was on paid channels, so I could not watch that much. And so I became obsessed with reading articles after the games and looking at the performance of players, because that was my way to be in the conversation when I was back at school. And so like lots of friends like watch all the games that I could not. So maybe my obsession then for fantasy is coming from that time of being like looking at the data and reading a lot of reviews, and when growing up and then like starting my career like that, at some point like this intersection of crypto, like I bet my career on crypto and sports, which is my passion, and I think I know a lot about what fans want because of that passion. Like this intersection became something obvious where I should spend like my future. So yeah, starting like it became clear very early on that I would not be that good on the pitch, so started to find ways to develop that passion in other areas, and yeah, Sorare is the way.
Nice. Maybe two quick fire questions. What's your favorite sport moment that you've experienced in recent memory or of all time? Totally, you're up.
Oh, it's probably the Warriors Cavaliers game. I mean, it's pretty old at this point. Was that like 8 years ago at this point? Uh, where I actually was kind of rooting for LeBron to win because he was just playing so hard. You could tell that he was like giving it all. But that was probably like one of the best games I've seen recently. I mean, in my recent memory, which tells you how old I am. Where like I think yeah, there was a lot on the line for both teams, and
Yeah.
especially for LeBron personally, you can kind of feel that personal tension in the game.
Yeah.
So on my end, I'm gonna try to pick a basketball memory, even if I don't watch a lot of basketball in person because I'm not being in the US, and like the ability to watch the NBA is not every day for me. But I was in person at the Olympics final between France and the US, and even if we lost, uh, I felt that I was part of a moment, a Steph Curry moment in particular, and so kind of painful, but like the masterclass that he had during that moment, and then the legendary like celebration that came after, like was something that stick around. And we had the opportunity to dream, and I think that sports is also about dreaming. And so during all the game we were like 3 points behind, 6 points behind, and so like we believed that we could do something, and yeah, at the end of course we lost, but yeah, that was a good moment as a fan.
Yeah, it's those moments where people are triumphing and becoming heroes, like taking steps, doing things that inspire people. It's awesome. I'm a Chicago kid myself, and the Derrick Rose years, well, not the Jordan Dynasty years, were some of the most exciting times. There's a step back buzzer beater he had against the Milwaukee Bucks, and the way he celebrated afterwards. I mean, it's just like it's burned into my memory. It gets me fired up. So maybe with that, let's dive into the intersection of blockchain and sports, and this partnership with Sorare and Solana. So I just want to give you guys a quick opportunity to talk about what this partnership means to you, why you're excited about it. Nico, maybe you want to jump in and kind of give us your thoughts there.
Yeah, maybe 2 or 3 things before like jumping into the why. I believe we should own our digital lives, and I believe that gamers should own their digital lives and assets and items. And so that's, of course, the big realization as why it makes so much sense for sports trading cards and our game items to be on chain. I've always said internally to the team, guys, we're not in the business of explaining the technology. We're in the business of showing the world that the sports token, they have unique value, benefits But fans should feel it by experiencing the product. Yes, you can trade them. Yes, you can move them outside the platform and play with discounts in other games. Yes, you have provenance and traceability and all those features that come with discounts being on-chain assets. But we should not teach users should feel that, right? And so then like our blockchain history is it's a long one now. Like it started in 18 on the Loom network, which was an Ethereum layer 2. No, actually, we started on the layer 1. We moved up to layer 2, then down to the Ethereum main chain, then up to Stanqua, and now on Solana. Hopefully for a long period of time. And we've looked at many opportunities, like many directions, and we looked at everything. Of course, we looked at the technology, we looked at the infrastructure, we looked at public visibility, cultural positioning, user acquisition potential, the brand, the team, and of course the metrics. Like we want to work with the Boston Celtics of crypto, or like the Real Madrid or whatever. And so, everything was pointing into the same direction. I feel a vibe of like winners in each and every interaction I had with Tony and his team. And so we are very excited for what's ahead. But yeah, again, everything was pointing into that direction.
Awesome. And Toli, do you have any thoughts on what Sorare brings to the ecosystem?
I mean, I've always had a lot of respect for everything Sorare has built, and so it's I really deep irony there that Solana was almost named Loom. That was kind of the initial name for Solana, and I saw that Loom team had an ICO and actually reached out to them if they cared if we used the name, and they were like, "No, it's our name."
I was not aware of that.
Last laugh.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what you guys have built has been remarkable. It's really, really hard to build a viable business. And in crypto, I think it's sometimes 10x harder because you have to really build something that users love and continue to come back to and continue to engage with. So you guys have always been like one of those teams that I always wish started on Solana, but now we get a chance to see how big we can make it.
Yeah, awesome. And I know it's going to be exciting to kind of push the NFT technology forward. Maybe, I don't know, Tully, if you have like a couple thoughts on that and like where you see, some excitement or the most advancements or potential with NFTs on Solana.
Yeah, I think you really like it's all advice that's in every Silicon Valley startup book. You got to focus on your users and build great products, see how they use them. What they're doing that's unexpected, I think sometimes is like a good signal which direction you need to go. I think when I was growing up, we didn't have fantasy sports, but you still had like upper deck collector's cards, and I would buy packs and stuff, hoping to get like a rare Jordan or something like that. So I think there is a lot of kind of that collectability is part of nature too. It's like kind of been ingrained, especially in sports and sports fans. Fantasy is I just don't have time to get into, but it looks like a lot of fun, like the mixture of sports and civilization, if you like those games. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but I've got too many kids and too much work. But I think it's one of those exciting, I think, developments in fandom, like over the last 5 to 10 years that I've seen.
Yeah, awesome. Well, maybe we'll give you some pointers and tips and how you can set some lineups in Sorare NBA. And Nico, I guess maybe real quick before maybe we kind of jump into the platform and kind of walk through some stuff. Like, I've heard you talk about like open ecosystem, interoperability. What gets you excited about that Solana ecosystem, and where do you think about taking the product experience in the community?
Look, I mean, first, I think that's where the users and real engagement is when you look at active wallets and transactions and so on. So of course, you know, like we want to own this intersection of crypto and sports, and I believe that's the right step for us. And then in terms, yes, I'm very, very excited to be on a public chain. And we have a lot of ideas. Like, I don't know, like, what's the exact idea that's gonna really like skyrocket in terms of side games or side applications. What we know is that even on a kind of semi-private layer 2, we have like many side applications and games that are already built around us without a lot of support and without any incentive and so on. So we believe that we have a community that is ready, like, to build way more. So we're gonna create hackathons and contests and all that, and then the best ideas are gonna win, and that's cool, you know. So there's lots of things to build around the marketplace. There's also lots of things to build to be built around the gameplay. I've always said that you know, like we have like that. There's versions of, you know, fantasy contests or fantasy games, some that can be played just with one card, so it's very close to prediction market in some sense, and more advanced gameplay. But like maybe the gameplay that's gonna, you know, like be played by dozens of millions of users is going to be built by a community member, and so that's something that I'm very excited about.
Awesome. Well, maybe with that, Tully, how about we show you around the platform, show you what things are about.
All right.
And we can kind of give a little tutorial, buy some cards, set some lineups. I think that'd be fun. So we've got you set up here, Tully, on Sorare. So you've got some Solana. You know, obviously you can now purchase cards, transact, and whatnot. So kind of just showing you around. Sorare is all about digital cards, like we've been talking about, right? You can purchase, trade cards with others, and use them to compete in lineups. So, you know, we're on the home page here, but I really want to go to the marketplace and kind of show you what everything is about, right? So we've been selling cards, you know, since 2018 from, you know, over 300 licensed teams. We've got the best IP in the world, Premier League, Bundesliga, whatnot. We'll get to NBA in a second, but basically how our marketplace works is, you know, you can purchase cards via auction. You can buy them one click instantly. You can purchase them peer-to-peer with other users. And this all is settling on chain. You can use crypto. I think one thing that's super cool here that, you know, Nico can obviously speak to is the story that every card in edition is telling. You know, it's not just, you know, Kylian Mbappe's limited card or his red rare card. You know, we go in, we take a lot of pride in, you know, crafting some of the most exciting designs out there in digital assets. So, you know, just showcasing some of these editions. You know, Nico, maybe you can kind of talk through some of the Ballon d'Or editions.
No, I think just more like sharing the vision is that we have an amazing internal team. So just the base cards, I think, are awesome. But we want to be part of culture and the culture of sports. And I think a way to do that for us is to partner with the best designers and artists. And, you know, every single month, like have special editions that are crafted with them. And so I think that's something that our community love and that I'm very excited about. So that's one big, you know, like part of the strategy for the cards and the marketplace. And the other part is being kind of in the moment. So coming to a place where like that player is doing something crazy on the pitch that weekend, and so we have a special picture of him. And so you have, I think, some cards around the Ballon d'Or. So these are like special editions of players who were nominated, and special design that we've crafted with an artist around that occasion. And so just posting that on social media, we had millions of views and a lot of engagement just because of the quality of the asset. So yeah, that's something we're very excited about, and we're gonna accelerate next year.
Yeah, so I mean, what you're seeing here is just each of these cards are owned by an individual user. You've got their token details on chain. These cards are actively traded between managers on the marketplace, and you can look at a single player, and they've got these really special edition cards. But obviously throughout the seasons, we've obviously designed different cards. We follow players throughout their career. So you've got a guy like Ousmane Dembele that was playing on Barcelona. Now they're out dominating things at PSG. But all right, let's jump to the NBA. And what we want to do is just kind of like use your ball knowledge and go shopping and scout some good picks. And then we can kind of dive in and set your first lineup and kind of talk to you about how the different ways to play with these cards on Sorare.
He wants you to play fantasy. He wants you to play fantasy.
What's my budget?
We got you at I think you've got about $450, $460, 3.2 souls. So let's see if you can craft. Let's see if you can scout something good.
Okay.
So for everyone honestly looking to get into Sorare NBA, first of all, we've when you sign up, you get $25 off purchases, and we've got a little promo going on where if you buy a card, you have a chance of getting a second one, but you also get some essence if you don't get a card, and we can get into that. But sign up, we've got a promo going, and you'll kind of see how it works, as we're shopping here. So, Tully, maybe for your first purchase, we can focus on limited cards. That's
definitely Victor Wembanyama. Come on, that's an easy.
All right, I love it. So we'll go ahead. And
so you're gonna tap into the budgets.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah. Well, you have to look at him. I think every kind of generation in basketball has like a player that changes the game.
Yeah,
because of whatever their skill or physical abilities or just height, like agility. I think like Jordan had I think such amazing skill that people just couldn't play him. Like the old style of basketball just went away. I think Steph was just so good on the outside that completely changed the game too. And LeBron was he's like a really big dude. I mean, he could play football, right? He's so big, but also incredibly fast and agile that it was just terrifying. I don't know how people played against him. I think Victor is very similar because of his height and agility that I think you kind of have to, it's like the game is going to change just around him. He's pretty wild to watch him. The stuff that he can pull off is just really cool and unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're absolutely right. I mean, this guy's a special player, and a lot of our top managers are getting this guy right off the bat. I know, one of my colleagues did a big trade with another manager to go out and get Victor Wembanyama's card from this season. And I think before click and purchase, I just want to showcase again, we've been following this guy since his rookie season. And we've been able to create really awesome special edition cards that commemorate his rookie season, that commemorate his, selection, in the Rising Stars game, commemorating his first overall pick in the NBA draft. So just being able to follow this guy, collect his cards, and play with him as well is just kind of the power of what we got going on here. So without further ado, with the first selection in Toli's lineup, we'll make the Victor Wembanyama purchase.
Okay, what else can I afford after this? Right.
All right. So like I said, there's a promo going on. So with this card purchase, with every purchase you'll see here, you'll get something else. So hopefully it's another card, and that might actually help your budget a little bit.
Interesting.
All right, so you got 250 essence. That's good. That'll help you in a later segment we'll do here. So, all right, so we went big with the first purchase. Maybe let's start thinking about maybe some up and coming players or veterans that you think could be like a good addition. Maybe some guy on the Warriors. Maybe let's jump there to get you going.
What about Evan Mobley on the Cavaliers?
Okay.
So
Okay. I
between
like that.
him and Wembley, I feel like there's just no way you can get to the rim.
I mean, you are not wrong, sir. Give me a second here. Let me see if I can find Mobley. He might be injured. Let's see. All right. So let's go ahead and let's see. I think Mobley is maybe injured here or not on sale right now. So we're going to go ahead and pick another player. Maybe someone from the Cavs, maybe Donovan Mitchell, maybe someone else, but
Jimmy Butler.
Yes, there we go. That's a Warriors guy. Let's see. Butler.
Small forward.
Yes, sir. So you see his card right here. He's got his media day photos.
Best photos
have always been very, very funny throughout. So we've been able to get his photos here. So let me see if we're in season. So Jimmy Butler. It looks like these managers are accepting only cash. So let's go to another Warriors player. Let's see who we got here. So we've got Steph. We've got Podinski.
Can I afford Steph? I mean, why would you ever say no to Steph?
Yeah, I mean he's only 0.5 ETH, so I think we can get him. We can get him in the lineup here. So
all right,
all right. All right, we got Steph. And we got some more essence. All right, perfect. All right. The Bulls are up and coming here. Maybe we can go with another pick from the Chicago Bulls here. I know there's some exciting young guys, some good veterans, all pretty affordable as well, I think.
What do you recommend? I haven't been following the Bulls that much.
So I would say my guy Matas Buzlis, he actually went to my high school. He's a Chicago boy himself, so I think we can go with this guy. All right. Welcome to the squad, Matas. All right, we got some more essence. Good stuff. All right. So we got a couple more players. Let's go. What do you think? What team do you think is going to be pretty good for the rest of the season?
Besides, like, what are Rockets?
Yeah. They got some good guys as well. All right. I mean,
Alperen for center.
yeah.
Do,
I think he might be a little bit over budget, so we might
just give me
got
the
to do some.
best.
But I think a good big man on the Rockets is Tari Eason. He's
Okay.
a young guy. He's been
Yep.
doing pretty well.
Yeah, that works.
All right. All right. And then maybe let's get a guy on the Suns because they're playing tonight. How about we've got about 0.26 Sol, so we've got some interesting guys. In the budget, Colin Gillespie, Grayson Allen's been on a heater. Some interesting guys. But what do you think?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with Colin.
All right, sweet. Villanova guy, national champion, if I remember correctly. All right.
Do you guys do something special for March Madness, like guess the bracket?
Yeah, I mean, we do promos. We're mainly focused on like the NBA, but March Madness is such a special time. So we've thought about ways to elevate people who were shining stars in college, whether that's special edition cards, special competitions, those types of things.
When Warren Buffett had that like $1 billion prize for guessing the bracket, I spent like $200 on AWS trying to statistically come up with a bracket.
Busted the first time.
Yeah, it busted. Yeah, it busted immediately. It was great.
Dude, classic.
Yeah.
I spent far too much time thinking I'm a data scientist when March Madness comes around. But all right, man. Now, I think we've got your cards. I think you're ready to set your first lineup. So we've got a bunch of different competitions, and in the NBA, it's our focus is around like really putting constraints or like a cap on the lineup that you could build. Otherwise, people would just field Wemby, Jokic, Giannis, Doncic every single night and just absolutely dominate. So that's really the difference of the competitions here. And as Nikos was saying before, you can win money, crypto, cards, and a lot of great prizes. So we're going to use the cards that you just scouted to set your first lineup in Champion.
And you can pick whether you want like fiat or win soul or like whatever like you like, right? So I think that's an important feature too.
Yeah. I think Solana makes it super easy and cheap and fast to transact, but I think something that's been super important for Sorare to bring the world on chain is to give everyone a lot of flexibility in what they're doing. So you can deposit cash. You can still deposit ETH, but obviously we're Sol Maxis here these days. But we're trying to bring everyone on chain and make it as seamless as possible. So I think you've got a pretty good lineup here. You've got Wemby, Steph Curry, my guy Matas, Colin Gillespie, and Tari Eason. And I think you're in. You're officially to play Sorare NBA. So congratulations.
Thanks, man. This was fun.
And I think one more part of the platform that I think we want to showcase is crafting. So that essence that you were collecting throughout as you were purchasing cards, are just mini pieces of a card. And when you collect enough of those, whether that's through promos or playing the game and winning that as a reward, you're able to go into this experience to get a craft a card. We've really created this experience to make it feel like you're ripping open a pack, or create that excitement of pulling that card. A lot of people spend a lot of time trying to collect those rare cards. So we feel like this is a really exciting way to simulate that. And just want to give a W in the chat for the jersey collection, Nico. I think people are loving loving what you got behind you. So shout out that. So totally, what's going to happen is I'm going to click in the slide. We're going to draw limited, and excuse me here, and we've now just spent some of your essence. So that's actually pretty awesome. You just got a special draw. I swear we did not. We're not here. So
totally unplanned.
You're gonna hopefully get a top tier card here. So
let's do it.
Now you've got 10 choices. So you just got to pick whichever one that you think has the best card to reveal. What's your weapon?
About number 8.
Number 8. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Are you sure?
Let's do it. Yes.
All right. All right. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
That's a good pick. Yeah.
That's a good pick. All right. Jalen Brunson. So, the other players in there were Karl Anthony Towns, our French hero, Zachary Sachet, John Morant. But I think Jalen Brunson was pretty good pick.
Yeah.
Nice job. All right, I think you've got enough for one more. Are you feeling lucky?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. All right, this is a standard one, so it's not a specialty too. So let's see if you can get lucky twice in a row.
Let's do number 8 again.
All right. Double down. Robert Williams III on the Blazers. Okay, not as special here. Tier 4, tier 5 there, but okay. All right. Hey, he's a card in your collection. So
you win some, you lose some.
Exactly. And what you can see here is you've now built a collection of cards. You can use these cards to play in fantasy competitions where you're setting 5 lineups. You can trade these peer-to-peer with your friends. And now you own these cards. And if users want to get started for free or really just trying to learn what Sorare is about, we have non-NFT cards on the platform. They're called common cards. These are free. They're not tradable, but you're able to get them through ripping daily packs. You can set lineups, get a feel for the product, and then you can dive in, deposit some soul, and get the Wembanyamas of the world. So that's the demo. You've got your lineup.
Really
now.
Cool. Slick.
You've got players that you're able to play, and now you can follow along with everything that's going on. We've got some social features as well where you're able to follow other managers and see how they're performing. That really lets you kind of get a sense of like who's good, who are the good picks of the day. So you can kind of see, hey, we've got a really good performance from Scales' lineup, one of Sorare community's own. He's set to win $25 this week. So it's great. It's a fun experience where you're obviously playing for rewards, but you can play with your friends, trade with them, and all that.
Yeah, nice. I think that there's something for every budget. Like as you said, there are free cards and packs of free cards every day for people that just want to try the platform, and then up to the unique scarcity where you have just one card per year per player with much bigger prize pool. So that's the yeah, that's the vision we had from day one. Like try to build, like in the economy, different gameplays and different scarcities, so that everyone can have fun, basically.
Yeah. And maybe last thing I'll say, Tully, is I know you mentioned that you've got a lot of kids. Fantasy is a big commitment for the full season, for a night, for a week, etc. We've got a mode called Quick Play where
nice.
all you need is one card.
That's great.
You're really just trying to hit a target score. So you're really playing against Sorare, not others. You don't need to set a lineup of 5 players. It's just, hey, you own Jay Huft. You think he's going to do well tonight. You're able to like play and see how he does, and win based off this like one pick. And as you progress more and more, you can win better rewards. But it's just an easy way to play quickly, follow along the game. Now you've got a reason to watch the Pacers and get excited when Jay Huff checks in. So.
Yeah. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah, all the games they play have to be interruptible, like because at any moment there's just like some kid fire.
Yeah.
Sometimes literally a fire, but not too often. Yeah.
And I think I think that's what we're excited about with Sorare and like social gameplay is, I think a lot of people, don't want to invest the time to play traditional fantasy sports, especially when they've got that friend who might, not have kids or whatever that's willing to invest more time with them. But, it's Sorare, you're really building a deeper connection to the players, your team, your collection, and you're competing to win rewards that don't necessarily require, a league or like commitment every single night, every single week. And then, you build the community around that, around your collection, around your gameplay experience. So you're able to get closer to the game, but also find friends who are playing with you, playing alongside you, which we feel like is very, very unique, a unique way to build community on sports. It's a more organic way to build a community, especially with, within sports where people are becoming fans with each other of the same team and whatnot. So I believe that's all we got. Nico, Tully, any last words? Like, thank you guys so much for taking the time here and kind of talking about the journey, walking through Sorare, starting your collection.
No, thank you so much, Damien, for having us. Maybe last one is in crypto, like a lot of things are about like short term, and so like let's talk about short term, long term. Like short term, like I think we understand like the crypto audience, and I think we have a platform where like people can just spend like a few minutes a day, make a quick buck with a trade or play quick play, and that's cool. But at the same time, we've been around for 7 years, and I'm obsessed about the long term. And so, as we showed today, like we are building that with the best and biggest leagues in the world. They are investors in the company, equity holders. So they are supporting us, and NBA is a great partner. So we are building that for the next decades, and that's the same philosophy we're building with Solana. We are thinking about the very long term, and I think that's how you building great products, like obsessing about the users and obsessing about the long term, and not trying to go after the next shiny hype. So yeah, that's my last word.
Awesome, thank you. And Tully, any final words for the Sorare community, the Solana community?
Have fun. I think like this is maybe the best parts of crypto are not the serious parts. Honestly, it's the parts where people have fun and like enjoy themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring fun and energy on chain. And we think sports is the best way to do that.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you guys so much.
See you soon.
For sure.
Bye.
Care.